Okay, so picture this. You're shopping online, maybe looking for the perfect pair of running shoes. And then that little chat window pops up. It's an AI, ready to help you find exactly what you need, like instantly. Feels kind of like magic, doesn't it? But what if that helpful little assistant has a dark side? Yeah, let's dive into the hidden dangers of AI in the world of online shopping.
I mean, we've all seen this, right? It's that friendly digital helper, kind of like a concierge for the e-commerce world. It's built to be this trusted guide, to make your shopping trip super smooth and personal.
But, okay, here's the twist. Behind that friendly face, there can be some seriously big security holes. The very same AI that's supposed to help you could actually be turned against you. We're talking about exposing your data, misleading you, or even attacking the company it works for. Wild, right?
So to really get a handle on these dangers, we're going to look at something called the OWASP Top 10 for large language models. Now, don't worry about the name, just think of it as a hacker's playbook. It's literally a list of the most common, most dangerous ways they can flip a helpful AI into a weapon. We're going to focus on 3 of the big ones that are super relevant to online shopping. All right, first up, prompt injection. I know, it sounds super technical, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Imagine a hacker tricking the AI by sneaking a hidden command into a totally normal request. It basically hijacks the AI's brain, making it ignore its real job and do something, well, something it was never ever supposed to do. And this isn't some far-fetched theory. It's shockingly practical. A hacker could just type a malicious command right into that chat window. So instead of getting shoe recommendations, the AI gets tricked into spilling confidential companies' secrets. We're talking internal code for their best-selling product. This isn't just a glitch, people. It's a full-on digital heist. Okay, next up is a threat that, well, this one hits a little closer to home for every single one of us: sensitive information disclosure. You see, these AIs learn from just massive amounts of data. And here's the problem. Sometimes confidential customer data gets mixed into all that training material completely by mistake. And the danger here is incredibly real. Just imagine asking a simple question about your own order, but the AI's response accidentally includes someone else's personal details, their order history, maybe even parts of their credit card number. It is an absolute privacy nightmare just waiting to happen.
Now, this third threat, it's even more sinister. It's called data and model poisoning. So instead of tricking the AI after it's built, this attack corrupts it from the very start. It's all about feeding it bad, malicious information while it's still learning. It's like teaching a child nothing but lies and then expecting them to tell you the truth. It just won't work. So let me give you a real-world example. Imagine a rival company just floods the system with thousands of fake, negative reviews for a really popular product. The AI, not knowing any better, learns from this poisoned data. And what happens? It starts telling actual customers that a fantastic product is in fact terrible. It's pure sabotage, and it's being carried out by the store's very own AI.
So, okay, when these attacks happen, it's really easy to just point the finger at the hacker, right? I mean, they're the ones doing the dirty work. But are they the only ones to blame here? Who's the real culprit behind these security flaws? Well, it really is 2 sides of the same coin. You've got the hacker, whose job is to find and exploit a weakness. But then you have the developer, who, often completely unintentionally, is the one who created that weakness in the first place. One action literally makes the other one possible. And this brings us to a really crucial point. While the hacker is the one who commits the crime, the opportunity for that crime to even happen was created way earlier, back in the design phase. So you see, the responsibility really starts with the person who built it. Let's break this down, because the connection is crystal clear. Prompt injection, that happens because a developer didn't bother to properly check and validate what users were typing in. Sensitive data getting leaked, that's because someone didn't clean the training data properly. And data poisoning, that works because nobody was monitoring the quality of the info being fed to the AI. See the pattern? Every single flaw has a direct line back to a failure in the development process. So to put it really simply, a hacker is like a burglar who finds an unlocked door. Now, is the burglar wrong for going inside? Absolutely, but the door was left unlocked in the first place. That initial vulnerability, that unlocked door, that was a flaw in the system's design from the get-go. Okay, so what is the big takeaway here? How should we as consumers and maybe even as creators think about AI security? Well,
It really all boils down to a fundamental shift in how we look at the problem.
There's this idea that I think is so important. Security isn't just another feature. It's not something you can just tack on at the end, like a new paint job on a car. No, it has to be built into the very foundation of the system, right from day one. Because if that foundation is weak, the whole thing is at risk of crumbling. So let's wrap this up. Are hackers criminals for exploiting these weaknesses? 100% yes. But the companies and the developers building these AI systems have a huge responsibility to not create those weaknesses to begin with. Their primary job should be preventing the flaw from ever existing.
And all of this leaves us with one final question for you to think about. The next time you're online and you start chatting with one of those AI assistants, just ask yourself, how much trust am I really putting in this technology? And maybe more importantly, have the people who built it actually earned that trust?
Now, the insights we've talked about today come from the work of Venkataramana from Vijnana Mitra. And it's just such a critical reminder that as technology races ahead, our understanding of the risks has to keep up. Thanks so much for tuning in.